Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. How do you know if you're anxious? Or more specifically, how do you know if you have high-functioning anxiety? Because this is something that I talk about quite often. And so many of you were like, hey, I think I might have it, but I don't really know what it is. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about how to recognize it, and then what you can do if you have it. So first off, let's talk about what it is. Functioning anxiety. It's when you're able to perform your daily tasks. So maybe you get out of bed, you get ready in the morning, you go to work or school, you are able to talk to people. You are able to put one foot in front of the other. But internally, you are an anxious ball of stress and worry. So it's a situation where you may look fine on the outside, but on the inside, you are really struggling. Some of you may be thinking, that doesn't sound like a good thing. So what's wrong with it? Well, the problem is, it can be really easy for people to miss because they think, well, if I can get up and do things, then I must not be anxious or depressed. But when you're anxious, you're in a constant state of alertness and fight or flight. And so that means that you're going to be living life on the edge of a razor, never really allowing yourself to relax and be present in the moment because you are always worried about what could go wrong, what could be messed up, what could cost you, or what you could lose. You are constantly worrying about all the worst-case scenarios and imagining them playing out over and over again in your head. This form of anxiety can also be very isolating, because when you are anxious but no one else around you knows it, it can make you feel very alone. And it can be hard to open up to people and share how you really feel when you think that you should just be able to pull yourself together and stop being so emotional. It can also lead to a lot of physical symptoms. A lot of us, when we think of anxiety, we think of the emotional component. But anxiety is also associated with physical symptoms like headaches, stomach aches, muscle tension, insomnia, and panic attacks. So now that we know what it is, let's talk about some ways that you can recognize that you might have high-functioning anxiety. Number 1. Are you always on edge? So you find that you're getting startled really easily. Things catch you off guard, and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed and stressed out. Maybe you feel like you're always on eggshells around other people. You are always worried about what they think or say or do. And you feel like you are walking on eggshells to avoid setting off any landmines. Maybe you feel like you are always trying to please other people or meet their expectations and you feel exhausted from it. You feel like you're always running on a treadmill and you're never really getting anywhere. Number 2, do you struggle with procrastination? So with anxiety comes worry. And with worry comes the fear of failure. And when you fear failure, it can be easy to put off things because you're scared of failing. It can also lead to perfectionism. So instead of doing a good job, you feel like you need to do a perfect job. And that leads to you putting things off because you are afraid that you won't be able to do it perfectly. Number 3, are you overly critical of yourself? So with anxiety comes self-doubt. You might find yourself constantly criticizing yourself and feeling like you're never good enough. You might find yourself ruminating over past mistakes or beating yourself up over things that you can't control. You might find yourself focusing on all the things that you did wrong instead of all the things that you did right. This can be really tough on your mental health and can make it hard to enjoy your successes or learn from your failures. Number 4. Do you have trouble relaxing? So you might find yourself feeling tense and uptight even when things are going well. You might find yourself unable to relax or let loose even when you want to. You might find yourself always trying to be in control and having a hard time going with the flow. You might find yourself feeling restless or fidgety, or finding it hard to focus or fall asleep. All of these are signs that your anxiety is getting in the way of your ability to relax and enjoy your life. Number 5. Is your stress level always through the roof? So if you find that you are constantly stressed out and that you have a hard time managing your stress, this can be another sign of high-functioning anxiety. Maybe you find yourself feeling overwhelmed by everyday tasks or decisions. Maybe you find yourself feeling like you have a lot of responsibilities and that you're not able to ask for help. You might find yourself taking on too much and then feeling burned out. And number 6, do you have unexplained symptoms? So if you've been having a lot of unexplained symptoms lately, this could be another sign of high-functioning anxiety. Some common ones are headaches, stomach aches, muscle tension, insomnia, and panic attacks. These symptoms can be really frustrating and can take a toll on your quality of life. So if you're experiencing any of these symptoms and you can't figure out why, it's worth talking to your doctor about it. Okay? So now we know how to recognize the signs of high-functioning anxiety. Let's talk about what you can do about it. First, you want to acknowledge it. It can be really tough to admit that you're struggling, but it's important to remember that you're not alone and that there is help available. Reach out to friends, family, or professionals and let them know what you're going through. They can provide support and understanding, which will help you get through this tough time. Second, you want to practice self-care. Make sure you're eating healthy, getting enough sleep and exercise, and taking some time each day to do something you enjoy. Taking care of your body and mind will help you manage your anxiety and feel better overall. Remember that self-care isn't selfish, it's necessary. Third, consider therapy. Talking to a therapist can be incredibly beneficial in helping you understand and manage your anxiety. Therapy provides a safe space to explore your thoughts and feelings and develop healthy coping mechanisms. Different types of therapy, like cognitive behavioral therapy or exposure therapy, can teach you how to challenge negative thoughts and gradually face your fears in a healthy way. A therapist can also help you develop a treatment plan that meets your individual needs and goals. Fourth, try medication. Medication can be an effective treatment for anxiety, especially when combined with therapy. A psychiatrist can evaluate your symptoms and determine if medication is right for you. There are several different types of medications that can be helpful for anxiety, including selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, serotonin and norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors, and benzodiazepines. However, it's important to note that medication is not a quick fix, and it can take some time to find the right medication and dosage. Also, it's important to be aware of the potential side effects of medication and to communicate with your doctor if you experience any. Lastly, don't be afraid to ask for help. Asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. Don't be afraid to reach out to friends, family, coworkers, or your school for help. There are also many resources available online and in communities for people with anxiety. Connecting with others who understand what you're going through can be incredibly helpful. High-functioning anxiety can be a difficult challenge. But it's important to remember that you're not alone and that help is available. By following these tips, you can take steps to manage your anxiety and live a happier, healthier life. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more mental health content. Thanks for watching, and take care.